Mark Jura. Okay, sure. So, are we introducing just a little bit about the film? Is that what we're doing? Just introducing
Yes,
ourselves?
introduce yourself in the film. Yeah, tell us a
Okay,
little bit.
so we were the directors for Pop on Parole, the comedy about a goofball father trying to throw a surprise party and obviously.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm Jake Wachanski,
And I'm Holden Zushlag.
and we directed the film Sarah.
Hi, my name is Joseph Lopez. I did that music video you just saw there. It's from a longer, short sci-fi rom-com. So it's called Idiosyncrasy.
I'm Jane Courtney. I am the writer and producer and actor in The Interview.
I'm Mac Bryden. I directed the little dog going wild in The Interview.
An applause for Dan, and then we can go for a few questions, guys. We got questions. Come on, filmmakers.
What inspired your
Oh, I'm inspired by the actors that I have worked with for many years, and I love. One of the great joys of writing for me is writing for specific people, and we've worked with the actors in this film for many years. And I guess I'm just inspired by whatever I see that interests me. I was thinking about origami, I was thinking about dogs, and then it just kind of all goes into a stew, and you mix it up. So yeah.
For me, I only saw like a minute of it, but it's a 20-minute sci-fi rom-com. So it's actually a film series. It's a sci-fi series. So that's like the 10th episode, or that scene is from the 10th episode. So a couple of them are on Amazon Prime. So you just look it up if you're interested.
I don't know, what inspired us?
Nothing from personal experience, don't worry.
Yeah. As we just like to make people laugh and find dysfunctional relationships funny, so.
Okay, maybe that is personal experience because we're cousins. So, I don't know, yeah, I guess, we like making people laugh, funny characters, just whatever, kind of wacky situations we can come up with. We always like working on different projects that sort of explore different kinds of weird, wacky characters that we always want to try to do something where each character that we find is unique in each project, where we don't feel like we're reusing or recycling anything we've done in this one. Obviously having the rap we thought was sort of this fun way. It sort of started out as a one-off joke of like, oh, there's gonna be a rat that's like the mascot, and then we turned it into kind of like a story arc somehow where he ends up, in a weird way, it's like I think one of our best character arcs ever because he sort of redeems himself at the end. He's like, I won't take this anymore. I'm standing up for myself, so yeah. That's powerful, I think.
For Sarah, what I was pulling from when we were writing was my experience as a summer camp counselor and stuff that I sort of witnessed and experienced there. That was sort of the main thing that inspired it for me.
Yeah, and we ended up kind of discussing, we mutually just seen a lot of times people who destroy other things from other people for no reason other than their own, joy. It's kind of this strange thing people don't really think about and think that with others.
What do you guys learn from making your film? And what was the hardest part of making it?
Casting was quite hard because we had a really large cast. So just sort of, we had a bunch of very young cast members, and we were working with a lot of new actors who didn't have much film experience. So just sort of finding people who were available, and then people dropping out the day of and having to pivot and make adjustments. That was sort of a recurring challenge, and like shooting around which actors were there and weren't there. There's a lot of dealing with that.
Yeah, and we were pretty stressed initially working with that many young children who've never really done it before, but I would say working with them actors has been great. They're very cooperative, they take direction really well, sometimes everything older actors.
Biggest challenges, I don't know, what do you think, Pat? And I guess,
Shooting in the bowling alley, we shot early in the morning, and the Senior Citizen Bowling League, when it was stuck at the door, So we had to rush through a few things there because they were getting pretty rapid.
Yeah, it felt like a Black Friday sale. They were banging on the door like, when are they done? We want a bowl. And yeah, so we had to rush some stuff. So that was a bit of a challenge. So I think just finding locations and you know, obviously it's gonna like you guys filmed at the park, which is good because that you can kind of spend your time there. But yeah, some locations you really have to know what you're doing, be in and out, not waste time, or you might get attacked by a bunch of senior bowlers.
There's your next one.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, yes.
So it was only 1 minute, but I actually took 4 summer days because like time and, you know, the actress had her own schedule, so we had to work around that. One of you probably know about that, so that's basically the main problem is time.
The Chihuahua was such a diva. It was so difficult, so we had to cut a lot of her scenes. She had a work schedule. It was terrible. The Shih Tzu we'd worked with before, so we knew how to handle them. A lot of treats. This is the first time that I'm joking. I'm serious. This is the first time that I've used multiple cameras. For that dog scene, we had 4 cameras on that thing because we didn't want the dog to get a little tuckered out. It was a 2-day shoot, and it was 2 shots of that with a dog going wild with 4 cameras. So that was a learning experience in and of itself.
Wow. One more question, guys. Another question. Should I do it myself? So, guys, what is the process that you enjoy the most? The pre-production or post-production in a film? What do you think? You can start.
It's all fun.
It's all fun?
From soup to nuts, it's a riot to do. I mean, you guys had Sarah's long. You guys are pretty long. We had like 8 minutes, which we're pushing the envelope on the time frame. But I appreciated it. That was a great story. Both of them were great stories, and they're long too. So well done. The length is something that we're working on. The writer, we primarily do shorts, so we would like to push that a little bit further. But production's great. You get to tell everybody what to do and organize the whole thing and then see it come to life. And then post-production is great, working with the editor and the sound designers, and it's a lot of fun. And then coming to do this is great.
All right.
For me, I think everybody could agree is the writing, because that's the foundation of everything. And everything else is just basically like icing on the cake, because you're just decorating everything around what you write. And it could come out completely different than what you originally wrote. So I don't know if some of you have staff writing in your production team, which makes it much more interesting. But if you're lucky to have only one writer who can have their own dream come true on the screen, that's probably the best thing that they can ever accomplish.
1 minute.
Yeah, I agree. I think writing is probably my favorite part of the process. It's when I have the most control over everything, and nobody else can mess it up.
So this is when he passes it to me, so I can mess it up. What he said, I disagree. Writing is always fun. I think you see the potential of what your project could be. You get to production, and it's like things that you didn't expect happen, both good and bad, and it's just never the same as you think it will be. Then you get to post. I know we've had our struggles in post with certain projects where you kind of like, especially with comedy, you have a joke, and you're like in the writing and even shooting, you're like, this is going to be the best joke ever made. Like, people are going to be telling this joke, you know, for the rest of our lives. And they're going to be coming up to us telling us that joke. You get to editing and you're like, well, that sucks. That did not work at all. And jokes that you didn't actually think were going to be good are good. So for us, the post process is like the hardest, but also the most rewarding, because we see what works and we can then bring things out that we didn't know were there in terms of jokes or characters.
Yeah, I think at least both of us, we both on the production side of things. I mean, it could be a 90-degree day, you're shooting for 12 hours, but when you're actually like in the middle directing, seeing in front of you, I don't know, time just blow by, it's great.
Yeah, particularly on this film, like I liked, you know, pre and post as well, but production, just seeing what the actors brought to it, and we did a good amount of like improv on this one too. So seeing the ways they would sort of take what we had written and do something new with it that we weren't expecting, that a lot of the times we really liked, that was just really exciting, and I thought that was the most fun part.
Thank you guys. Round of applause for them, please. Great work.